Hey guys, welcome back to another Sorted George Garage with me, Julian. Our 65 Coronet. We've had a brief look around. I think it's about time we had a bit more of an in-depth look. Have a look at this lot. Right, first off, apologies. This is a 273, not a 318. She was advertised as a 318, but I thought it might have been like a poly that was in here that's been changed out for an LA. They didn't do the LA until 66. Well, obviously this is a 65. But also it was advertised as being a numbers matching. They didn't start putting the VIN number onto the block until 68. So it's like, well, is it a numbers matching? If it is, it would have to be a 273. But seeing as this is a 273, hopefully it is the original engine to the car. We'll have to wait and see. I don't know whether I'm going to be able to find that out or not. Because like I say, the engine stamps never went on until 1968. Anyway, seeing as we're at the front, let's have a nose under the hood. Here we go. Well, as you saw in the introductory video, I did actually put the battery on charge, but she is as dead as a dodo. She will not take a charge. As you can see here, she don't want to know. So what I ended up doing was actually buying a new one. She's here, the new one's here. I got this from a company called the Battery Mega Store. I've got another one here, okay? And you've got the positive on this side and the negative on that side. Now, unfortunately, when I sit that in here, this part here is too high because the poles are set down. As you can see what I mean, the poles are actually set below. So, yeah, she don't want to know. So, I got a new battery. Yeah, I think it's about 110 quid, something like that. So, it's not too bad. What's that, $140? Yeah. But, yeah, she is a good size. So, right, let's just unbox this and we'll bung her in. She comes well packaged. Yeah, I like these. Quite a real strong, what do you call it, bubble wrap stuff. There's a couple of little bits of polystyrene down either side, just so that she don't go side to side and get damaged. Oh, jeez, hang on. Wow, she's huge. Right, let's take out these plugs. These are travel bungs, basically, so nothing leaks, so you don't leak them. They can go. And there she is. We have got 720 coal cranking amps. She's a 95 amp battery. So yeah, that is going to be ample. Positive on that side, negative on that side. So that will sit rather nicely in there. Positive, negative, and these will reach with no problem whatsoever. Sorted, George. Right, let's just put her in and I'll come back. Right, that's better. That's in. And we've got 12, 71, 72. There you go, look at that. Sorted, George. Right, that's done. Right, look at this old girl. Let's have a nose around. Yeah, it looks like she hasn't been sort of looked after as best as she could. Like I say, it's 273. This has come with its own cake of crud and oil all over the transmission. You'll find that with this model, sir. But I have noticed that this has got the optional extra still of having the nuts sat on top of the block, which is good. Nice to see that they're still here. Yeah, what a mess. Look at it. Wow. Still, that'll be cleaned up. Right, let's have a look at the old fluid, shall we? See what we got going on in here. Transmission, no, ain't what I'm talking about. This is power steering fluid. Yeah, that one's topping up. Okay, we'll put some in there, as you do. What we got in said radiator. Oh, that's not too bad. That's just below that line, so ain't too bad. Oh, come on. Right. Let's dip the oil. Let's have a look what we got. Yeah, it looks like we got to add. Is that me or is that a bit milky? Might be a bit of let's try that again. It might be
Bit of condensation or something where she's been sat for so long over the winter months. Doesn't look too bad. Might be a little bit there. I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll drop the oil, put some fresh in and a new filter. It looks a bit milky, but that could be condensation. And the reason why I say that is because I do know that the guy that owned this previously, what he used to do, he would drive it between, let's say, April and November, April, October, something like that, only in the summer months, and then he would cover it up for the winter months. So obviously, because it's been covered up over the winter months, you could get some condensation in the block, which obviously when you start it's going to be mixed with the oil. Now, I did actually purchase this vehicle back in early March, and it's taken about 2 months to get here. But obviously the vehicle's been started, stopped, so if there is any condensation, it's mixed with the oil but hasn't had chance to burn off with the heat of the engine, because that's what will happen. Also, obviously, the fact that the oil was low, and looking at the state of that oil filter, I would say that yeah, she hasn't had a service for quite a while. So what we'll do, like I say, we'll run this up, get the oil nice and warm, and then we can drop that and change the filter. So at least that's a start. And then from there, if it does start getting really milky, etc., then perhaps it is the head gasket. Don't know. We'll see. Right. Let me take off that air filter, and we'll go from there. Let's have a look at the carb. Right. Well, this top looks like the lid, but upside down, because you've got the rubber seal here. I'll tell you what he's done. He's put this on upside down because that probably wouldn't fit. Yeah. See, look, if we go that way, it's not going to fit with that coming through there. Yeah, there you go. That's the lid. They've used the underneath. Very clever idea. Why not, indeed? Sorted, George. Right. This is fun, isn't it? Look at this. How they've done that. But then again, I suppose it has got a hole in the hood, so that's pretty good, I suppose, to save the filter. Let's take that off, and it looks like we've got a single barrel BBD carb under there. Right, let's bring you in and have a look at this closer. Turn on the old torch. There you go. We got that missing off of there, so there's a vacuum leak. I've got one of them. I'll put that on there. Obviously, automatic choke. Just a standard BBD carb by the looks of it. I'm guessing obviously everything works okay, because they drove it off of the trailer, etc. Everything's moving all right. Yeah, it looks okay. What's that? Is that plugged up, or is that a vacuum leak as well? Don't know. We've got a vacuum coming off of there anyway for something going in there. We'll find out what that is inside. Ah, yes. Plenty of nuts. Plenty of nuts and casing, plenty of mouse poop as well. Look at this. Sorted, George. So she certainly wants a clean up, obviously. I think that oil pressure switch down the back there has seen better days. Down here, you can see how rusty that is. Well, yeah, non-aircon car, that's nice. Yeah, don't look too bad, does she? Right. Shall us give it a start now that we've checked? Oh, transmission fluid. Let's just have a quick look at that. Hang on a minute. Yeah, she's not been serviced for a while. I've just seen the colour of that fluid. God dear, look at that. Hey? What's happened to the cherry red? That is old fluid. Yeah, right. So everything needs doing. We're going to be doing the brakes on this anyway, so it'll have new brake fluid. I'll replace all the power steering fluid as well. Let's give it a run up and see how we get on. See what she's like. Right, here we go. Right, sorted, George. Ignition is on. I've just found a cap. There you go. That's big enough. Thought it was. You sit there. I've got this ready. Let's see if she fires. Here we go. That was nice. Try again.
fuel would be nice. Bit of choke. Yeah, come on. There you go. Looks like that's a bit stiff as well. Here we go. Oh, come on, that's great. Look at that, eh? All we've got to do is turn up that tick over and that will fire up lovely. Let me just turn off that ignition. That's started up lush. Look at that. Right, let me just turn up that idle and we'll give it another go. Right, I've just turned up the screw half a turn on the choke. Here we go, let's give it another go. Come on, baby. A little bit more. Try that. Go. No. Sort of George, obviously that needs a good adjustment, etc, etc. 1 minute she stays alive, next minute she don't. But hey, that's good. I'm happy with that. I'll tell you what, let me just get this going again and we go out the back. Hang on. See what she's like out the back. Well, that's good, that's nice and clear. Certainly no smoke or anything out of that. We had some condensation out of the pipes when she first came off of the trailer, but like I say, she, you know, she's been in a container for 2 months, almost coming across the Atlantic. So that's actually clear. I'm really pleased about that. So maybe it's not a head gasket. It may actually be just a bit of condensation in the oil. We'll have to wait and see. I love the sound of this. That's beautiful. Well, turn signals work. Alternator's charging, that's good. Lights, do we have any lights? So what we haven't tried is the wipers. Now, which one's the wipers? That one? Oh yeah, that works, that's good. At least they work. Yeah, it's a variable speed on the twist rather than a different position, so as you twist it, they slow down. There you go, slow. That's as slow as it goes. Now let's turn that off and she goes into park. That's good. While we're here, let's just check the charging on the battery. 2 seconds. Well, there she is. That's just on tick over. That's good. The alternator works all right. That's lovely. Something sounded a bit dry there, whether it was the fact that I had no power steering fluid in there, I didn't top it up, or what, I don't know, or whether it's the
bearing in. The water pump might be a bit dry, I don't know. But, well, she's running. I'm well pleased with that. Let's have a better look round. Let's carry on elsewhere, shall we? Here we go.
Right, a friend of mine's just come round. Yes, I do actually have one, or two. And we've just been having a look at this. And we pulled off I pulled off this. Let me come and show you.
I am looking at the state of that. You know, I said about the oil being a bit milky. I noticed down in here, don't look too bad. I can still see something there in front of my thumb. It's certainly not very clean in here, let's put it that way. It feels a bit, oh god, yeah, look. Oh yeah, look, you can even see the water running down off of, there you go. So yeah, perhaps then, looking at that, that is clear water. So perhaps it is condensation then, because that's, yeah, perhaps that's condensation then. I'll tell you what, let's just have a look on the other one. Hang on a minute, 2 seconds. Fresh pair of gloves. Oh yeah, look, that, there you go. That's not too good. Let's turn the old torch on. Oh, look at the state of that down there. Oh dear, looks like this is going to be another sort of Miss Daisy 440, isn't it, needing a clean up. Look at the state of that. Well, I'm certainly not going to be having that running around the engine. No way, look at that. Oh well. Yeah, I'm glad I've taken that off now. I'm glad I took that off. Yeah, hopefully then that condensation, or the water is condensation, because it didn't look like it was something out of the radiator. But not only that, it wasn't mixed in with the oil. It was fresh there, just running down my gloves. So it's got to be condensation, because if it's going to be a head gasket or something like that, then that's going to mix with the oil and turn it the milky grey colour. It looked a little bit milky brown. And when it goes like that, that is 99% of the time, that is just condensation, rather than like head gasket or something like that gone. So hopefully with that clear water on my glove, hopefully that is just condensation. But yeah, I'm glad I took off that PCV valve, because the state of those rocker covers, yeah, I don't really want to be running that engine, because I don't want that going around blocking little alley like oil ways and all that sort of stuff. Like what happened with the 440, Miss Daisy's 440. So the next job is to take off the rocker covers. I'm working tomorrow, so it'll be Tuesday. Right, sorted, George. See you Tuesday. Banging. Okay, Tuesday, a couple of days later. Here we go. Right, what I want to do is just obviously give this a real good clean up before I do anything. I don't want to take off these rocker covers and have all this mess fall inside the engine, so we're going to give this a bit of a clean out first. So bear with me and I'll do that. Here we go. Right, there you go, that's better. That's all cleaned up around the edges as best as I can. For now, obviously, at least nothing's going to fall into the top of the head, as it were. Right, I'll tell you what, I'll do this side. Take that one off, that seems to be easier, as you do. Right, let me just take that one off and I'll come back. Sorry, George. Right, these are 7/16. 1, 2, 3. Oh, 5. Must be a small block. Must be a small block thing. Right, let's see what she's like, shall we? Here we go. You lot get out of the way. Come. Ooh. Ooh, look at the crud in there. Wow. How about this? Here we go. Look at this. My word. This is like the 440 all over again and Miss Daisy, isn't it? Oh yeah, look at that. What a mess. Look at that. Look at the state of this. Look at it. Wow. Good God. Well, I can see down in here, look, that is a puddle. That's actually, don't know whether you can see it on camera, but that's actually a clear puddle, if you like, showing the muck at the bottom. So that's definitely condensation, you know, as in this lot. Well, there's no point in carrying on. No point in carrying on taking that one off, because obviously we know what's happening with this side, and that's going to be the same over there, and it's also going to be the same inside. See if we can see anything down in here. Wow! Yeah, she wants a good old clean, don't she? Good God. Wow. And there's me thinking, like, you know, I don't want to get any little bits from the outside down in there. You know, we've already run the engine up. At the end of the day, I say we've already run the engine up. The engine obviously was running anyway, and it had to be loaded on the trailer, loaded at the docks, blah, blah, blah. Although, I'll tell you what did make me laugh, we do have some brand new spark plugs. Way, how about that, eh? At least we ain't got to buy them. I do love a challenge. Yeah, we certainly got another one to rebuild. Hey, it is what it is. I suppose, yeah, with that out of the way, I can sort of clean up round engine bay, can't I, like I did with Miss Daisy, so. Oh, there was me worrying about little bits getting inside, and oh my God, look at that. Wow. It's quite surprising, isn't it? I mean, she did run smooth. You know, I say, like, firing on 7 rather than 8, but which I think was that one of the leads was too high, as it were, so it's like it was coming off out of the distributor cap. So I think that's probably what that was. But yeah, it's quite surprising, isn't it? You know, you look at the state of this, and you would have thought that that would run like an absolute pig, get all blocked up with all this, like, you know, all the oil ways, etc., would get blocked up, blah blah blah. And yet she ran as sweet as. But I mean, I'm not taking a chance with that. No way. Now that I know it's like it, no thanks. Right. Well, what I've just done, okay, I just started to like put a vacuum on this little bit here because I thought it might have been flakes of metal. Okay. This moved and all this lot dropped down. But what I've done, I've just taken a bit. Now, if I grab that off of there, right. Now let's go over to the bench a minute. I'll do. Right. That's oil. That's actually dried oil rather than metal. You know what I mean? And when you do that, it does actually turn to powder. So perhaps that's why nothing has sort of got damaged, as it were, being like that. Yeah, so maybe we will get away with just a quick freshen up rebuild, as it were, rather than have to purchase another 318, like, you know what I mean? I know it's a 273, but there's no point in me trying to get another 273. I just want to get a 318 and be done with it, you know. But yeah, perhaps we will get away with just rebuilding this one. We'll have to wait and see. I'll tell you what, let's open up that master cylinder and see what's happening in there, shall us? Let's just see how bad things are with that. Let's see what she's like inside. Oh, here we go. Come on. Oh, there she goes. Okay, so there's that. And what have we got inside? Absolutely nothing. What a surprise. Few little specks in there. Obviously that's just come off of the lid because I've taken it off. Fluid looks absolutely filthy, but hey, it is what it is. So yeah, just about get a new master cylinder and be done with it. At the end of the day, it's gone somewhere. I know it's clean inside, but the fluid's gone somewhere. So whether it's to do with that or whether it's to do with one of the 4 wheel cylinders, I don't know, but there's no fluid in there. Yeah, brakes all round as usual, standard stuff. Yeah, right. What else can we get on with? Right, I've just brought this rocker cover over to tip all this junk in the trash. Yeah, water. You can see how clear that is. That is condensation. Nothing but condensation. So yeah, we don't have a head gasket gone or anything like that by the looks of it. So how it's got in there, don't know, don't care. But if obviously, as I say, if it was a head gasket gone or anything like that, then the water would mix with the oil immediately and everything would be milky grey, blah, 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 but it's not. So I'm happy with that. That's not head gasket, that's condensation. Right, Salty George. Here you go, look, I've just brought you over to have a look at this. I've just been scraping this out into the bin. And look at the crud, look at it, unbelievable. Absolutely unreal. Lush. Oh, look at this. Oh dear, oh dear. Wow. Good golly. Isn't it? Miss Marley. Wow. Unbelievable. And all this lot is just off of one rocker cover. The inside of one rocker cover. So, God help us what the engine's going to be like. Brakes, which is where I get on with the brakes, isn't we? Like, as in, let's have a look at them. Let's just have a quick nose at the state of them. I mean, obviously looking at the state of the engine and the fact that there's no fluid in there. There was no fluid in the power steering either, and that transmission fluid hasn't been changed, nor has the oil, so I'm pretty sure the brakes are going to be in a what we would call a piss poor condition. What do you reckon? Start at the back and work our way forward. Here we go. Bang it. Right, back brakes. Let's have a look at this side first, shall we? You can see they've not been off for a while because of the cobwebs. Here we go, let's have a look. Tyre has been underinflated because there's a dip. Oh, look at that. Just bring you in. That's certainly been on there some years. Definitely. Wow. That's just paint. Oh. Well, we've got some movement here. Hopefully that drum will come off all right. Sorted, George. Right, let's put you back on the stand and let me crack on. I don't know how easy it's going to be. Whether it, oh, look at that. Ha! Don't know how easy he says. Look at that. It's come straight off. Well, that's not too bad. I was expecting a lot worse than that. Hang on. Yeah, not bad. Pleasantly surprised on this side. I've just had a quick look. We got plenty of meat on the shoe on that side, on the outer, but on the inner, lot on the front one, yeah, a little bit of wear. Not too bad. There's no cracking or anything like that on the shoe that I can see. So, but I am going to replace the shoes. I'm not going to leave them in now. I don't know how long they've been in here. Let's say I've had a quick look. So, yeah, we've got a bit of weeping going on underneath here. Not sure whether it's the rear seal like we had on Miss Daisy. It looks like it, but hey, it is what it is. Wheel cylinders, let's have a look at this. Let's open this up. Yeah, rubbers are actually all right. Yeah, there's no fluid. Oh yeah, look at that in there. Yeah, I'm not leaving them on there. They're coming off. I should replace them for the sake of a couple of quid. Spring kit, they look fairly new, as in, well, sort of 7-10-year-old. You know, I know they're not brand new. Let's have a nose around the back. Oh, not bad. Not bad. Brake pipe. Let's focus. Here we go. Not too, but oh no, hang on. I've just seen up there. Yeah. The other side looks like that's been replaced, but this side hasn't. So I'll replace that, get that done, as you do. Got to be done. But yeah, I know. But it's not leaking or anything, so you know. Apart from that in there, so it looks like it's going to be another rear seal, like we had on Miss Daisy, but that don't take too long. That's not bad. Let's nip over the other side and have a look. Sorted, George. Right, here we go. Right, to the side. Let's have a look at this one. Oh, that's that drum. Wow. I know this drum ain't been off for a while. I'll tell you what's happened to this. I bet you this car was dropped on its drum. Come here, hang on, have a look at this. Can you see there? Here. So if I come round that way, that's quite flat. Let me come up to, there's the dip. So it comes around. Yeah, that dips in. So that's going to be a nightmare to get off. Right, I'm just bringing you around the back. You can see up here the gap, and then when you come down, there isn't a gap, and then it starts to go. Let me come down that side. Sorry. There you go. You can see the gap. So yeah, it looks like that drum has been squashed on the floor at some point. I can't see anybody whacking it with a hammer, but oh well. Set of drums on the back. I mean, I don't like that edge, really don't like this edge, so yeah, set of drums on the back and be done with it. Sorted, George. I've just been hooking this behind there, and it seems to be bending out okay, so hopefully it might come off easier than expected. You never know. Oh yeah, see what I mean? You can see that edge raising up just that little bit, and hopefully it'll be enough for us to get this drum off. Right, there you go. See what that's like. Cool, yeah, look at this. Hang on. There you go. You can see all the way through it now where that's split and come away. Wow. Look at that. So it's not a recent thing. Certainly been like it for quite a while. So I'm guessing this side hasn't been serviced for I don't know how long. These were a 10-inch drum and they're a 2.5-inch shoe. That I do know. I've just measured the other side. So right, let me get this off. I think it's going to be a case of a bit of hammering going on and a little bit of time. So bear with me and I'll come back. Hopefully when you see me next, that'll be off. Same again as the other side, plenty of meat there, but nothing there. So these shoes have actually been on for a while. And obviously this damage here, where is it? There it is. This damage has obviously happened since these shoes have been done. Same spring kit, so I'd say 7 to 10 years old. This looks a bit oily in here. So again, I'd say rear seal, so I think I'll get a pair of rear seals. Oh dear, it is what it is, but hey, get it done, won't it? Right, sorted, George. least we know what's going on here. Banging. Right, front drivers. Have a quick look at this one. Makes a change to see that that's intact, as in it's not dented or anything like that. I've just seen here now, look at this. Wow. Look at that. And that's on the drum. Wow. Something going on in there. Right, let me take that off and I'll come back. Okay, 30 seconds later. Well, I've taken the dust cap off, right? Look how old this grease is. It's solid. There's no give. I mean, it's got a skin on it, you know what I mean? That's how long that this has been greased up and hasn't been serviced. Wow. Look at that. You can see the skin. That is old grease. Wow. When was this last serviced, eh? Right, let me crack on. No. Wow. Look at that. A solid lump. That's almost what it is. Yeah. Wow. And that. Yeah, they do turn. There's a little bit of grease in there. There's no way that this has been serviced. Like, wow, look at it. Just lumps. Oh, it's squeezable, you know. Yeah. I'm beginning to not believe, if you like, the story of drove it in the summer and stored it over the winter. Perhaps he did, but then it's been stored for more than a couple of months. Wow, look at that. Let's have a laugh. Come on, let's take this off. Hang on, let me bring you out a bit. Well, there's nothing on that shoe. Hang on, let's bring you in better. Well, looking at this, we got plenty of meat on this side, down here. But we've got absolutely nothing on this side. So I would say that that shoe has been moving and working, but that one hasn't. Yeah, look at the crack. Let me turn you around, better view. There you go. Sort of George. No sort of leaks out of the wheel cylinders. Not enough grease on that, although the actual spindle looks okay. Plenty of brake dust in here. Well, yeah. That'll come out. Yeah, there's just not enough grease in here, I'd say. All dried up, whatever. Wow. Right. Let's go over the other side, shall we? Here we go. Right, front passenger side. Looks to be, yeah, oh yeah, look. Straight away. Straight away. Yeah. That's going to be the same as the other side, no doubt. Yeah. Right, let me take this lot off and I'll come back. Right, I've just pulled the drum out to get the bearing off, and this looks a bit wet. So I'm wondering if this is where all the brake fluid's gone. Right, let's have a laugh and take it off. If it'll come off. Oh, bit tight. Oh yeah, yep. Here we go. Right. Oh no, maybe not. I don't know why that's wet, unless it's just been sat in water or something. Oh, it just looks a bit wet, that's all. Don't know whether that's Unless that's WD-40 or something, I don't know. This isn't, but that is. Perhaps somebody's put some WD-40 on it or something. Perhaps it was a bit seized up or something at some point, I don't know. Brake shoes, yeah, that's cracked in there. Plenty of meat on them. A little bit less on that side, so I would have thought that there would have been a bit of bias on the driver's side rather than the passenger. Yeah, because these aren't quite worn down as much. Spring kit's all right. Coolio, right, let's crack on. Right, okay, job. There she is, back down on all fours. Now, what I want to do, I've been having a think about this. Fair comment, this was a New Hampshire car, so it's not exactly a dry state car. Okay, but rust-wise isn't too bad. We've got, obviously, the patch down the bottom there to do. That was obviously a swipe, an accident or something, so that's why I've got the new rear quarter to repair anything that I need to down there. Driver's side, again, I've just got the bottom of the fender to do and the rear wheel arch. Now, the other thing I got to do on this is the cross member where the transmission gets held up and where the torsion bars go into. Around where the torsion bars go, yes, they are. It's strong enough there. I'm happy with that. But it's like the outer side from, like from the chassis rail, if you like, to the outer bit. That's got to be repaired. Passenger side isn't as bad as the driver's side. So what I'm thinking of, take the engine and transmission out. Obviously, it's got to come out anyway because I've got to clean it, clean inside, etc. But it'll get the weight out of the car, so that I can do the repairs underneath. I don't want the engine and transmission in there. I don't want the weight of that lot in there. I can take the tension off of the torsion bars, maybe take them out, and then I can do that sort of like box section, as it were, across the where the transmission gets held in, like, that cross member. Yeah, I think that's what we're going to be doing next. I suppose I ought to show you that cross member, really, shouldn't I? In the next video I will. Yeah, I know, teaser. Right, guys, thanks ever so much for watching. I do appreciate it, I really do. Like, share, hit the subscribe button as well if you wouldn't mind, because it will help this channel grow. A big thank you to everybody that does stick around and watch these videos. I'm going to put some bloopers on the end of these my videos now. Got to be done. Yeah, because we do have fun making these, I tell you. Well, I do anyway. I will see you guys on the next one at Salt of George Garage. Banging. Hey, got that didn't work, did it? A mate of mine was telling me, like, he rebuilt this engine, right, and it was like the tolerances were absolutely spot on, everything else. A lot of money paid for parts and played. He's built, well, all sorts really. Forgot myself. Yeah, so lost myself again. That's twice in 2 minutes. I'm getting old, that's what it is. Yeah, perhaps it's like, because it's like that, it's not got damp. Oh god, here we go. Yeah, perhaps then we might actually just, perhaps we might actually get away with just a freshen up rebuild then, and not have to buy, like purchase another, like a 5. It would be 5.2. Yeah, I wanted to say 318 though, because it's drawing power, but nothing's happening. So let's have a look at that, shall we? Maybe not. Let's open up the old master cylinder. Let's see what that's at. See what's. Right, this one's obviously, is it? Right, this one's a 7/16, the same as the, what on earth was that? Right, round we go. Oh, somebody's coming. And you might be able to see, let me get that torch out of the way. I know it's going to go close, I'm really sorry. I'm contemplating now to take out the take out the engine and transmission,